Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy CrispPurpose back yet again with another Gems of War PvP team video for you guys. Now in this one, we got a new Immortal troop, Angrock, as the seasonal Immortal for this new PvP season. And we're going to be taking a look at about two teams for this new Immortal troop. One's going to be a team focused on Central Spire, and of course the Orc restriction, wherever that might be, for a couple weeks or so, and as well as a team for the Broken Lands, right? That's going to be the focus of this video. So stick around for the teams because they're going to be following up right after this. So this is the first team for this new Immortal troop, Angrock. So this is a orc troop, as I should say, I said before. 30 mana cost, of course, because it's an immortal, green, uh, red, and brown. The spell Rage of the Gods will deal true damage to 4 random enemies, boosted by enraged allies and enemies. If used in Broken Lands, it will deal double damage. Now, that right there is I think it's a decent spell, except it has no board control. I wish it had some level of board control. The boost is just too limited for me. But nonetheless, you should be able to use this in a orc restriction in PvP as well as in other game modes. I want to say that as well because sometimes we just think of only PvP because it has the boost, the double damage for a PvP area. But remember, this can be used outside of PvP as well. And I have, some teams to showcase here. Of course, I have this one fully traded. So it has the Grudge trait, it has the Invulnerable trait, and the Endless Fury trait. Let me know what you guys think though about that new gem mechanic, which is the enraged gems, right? Whenever you match them, explode them, or destroy them, they will enrage a random ally. I think it's one of the weaker ways to enrage. I think Bloodlust is the best enrage trait I've ever seen. This one is just okay. Too much that needs to be done to get the enrage. Majority of the times, the enemy troops is going to use that enrage against you. But nonetheless, let's take a look at this first team. So up front, we're going to be having Zernabog right here. This is going to be here as the main generator option on the team. Earth Tremor is a spell, creating 10 brown gems and exploding magic plus 1 gems, and it has skull damage reduction and the dust plume final trait, a constant dust storm, which is a brown storm every single turn. Immortal Angrock is going to be right there in the second slot, followed by the Wand of Stars. You know why we use the Wand of Stars? Because we're in PvP and it is the king in PvP, so that's why it's on the team. And then the Bane of Mercy is going to be at the back of the team for a fast start. This is the empowered troop. No Mercy is a spell, giving attack to the first ally, converting yellow gems to purple to boost the effect, cursing all enemy troops. Now, I want to say as well, this troop's spell allows it to bypass Submerge. So just in case enemy troops are running, deluging the talent for the hero, this will, make quick work of them because, I'm hitting 4 random enemies here directly, so they cannot dodge that damage. All right, let's take a look at the banner on this one. The banner here is the Knight banner from the City of Thieves faction, the best faction, the best farming faction in the game. So +2 on purple, +1 on blue. Nah, I don't think I want a +1 on blue. Nah, I'm tripping. Let's change that banner. I think I want to go blue, actually purple brown somewhat. Purple brown minus yellow. There we go. The Fanged banner from the Poison Fangs Warband. This is a +2 on purple, +1 on brown. They were minusing yellow because we convert that away with our Bane of Mercy. Let's hop into a fight, man. This is a 3-trophy fight in the Broken Lands. See how it works out. All right, so first assignment is to get mana to my Zernabog. So as quick as possible, can we get any purple? Somebody, anybody? Scream. All right, let's match this here. There we go, got purple. Got Zernabog going. Let's explode that board. Get the enrage. That's cool to get the enrage. And now let's deal some damage. This should be pretty close to killing those enemy troops. We cast Zernabog again. Big explosion. Hopefully get some cascading gems. If we don't get it, we're going to cast a Wand of Stars. Hopefully the one gets a spell ready and we kill him. Right? Pretty simple. Very nice team. Of course, it doesn't hit as hard, man. Because if this was a blood frenzy restriction today, the enemy troops would have a lot more stats and it wouldn't get through it. All right, let's try it again. All right. Can we convert some gems? Yeah, we got it. We got it. Zernabog didn't get spell ready, sir. That's kind of tripping. I'm using Geomancer. I want to say that as well. I didn't state the class for the hero. I'm using Geomancer for the class. Because I give a 50% mana star to all constructs. Zernabog is a construct troop. It's actually a daemon construct to be specific. All right, I forgot about that. All right, so now let's cast the one, get the troops blessed up, because they are matching 4+ gem matches out of hoo-ha over there. Rather, nonetheless, let's cast Zernabog. Let's get the explosion going. And now let's go for the true damaging kill. Hopefully, we get a kill. We picked up 2 of them bad boys. Let's go again for the explosion. And it's nice to keep on casting Zernabog because you explode those enraged gems, and that's useful because you do not want the enemy troops to use those gems against you, right? And let's go for the kill. Pretty simple. Nice team. I think the Immortal is cool, but it's not as good as Dracon, man. Immortal Dracon, I think, is just a bit better because it has that level of board control. It creates those converts, I should say, those 6 yellow gems into dragon gems. And dragon gems can allow you to get some alignment and a lot of cascading mana to your troops. All right, so that is the first team right there for Immortal Angrok. We're going to be following up with another team right after this. So this is the second team for Immortal Angrok, right? So he's going to be in the second slot here. The Wonder Stars has moved up to the first slot with the Elementalist class this time around, as opposed to having the Geomancer for the first team. And then Garnock is going to be on this team. This is the Orc troop, legendary Orc, I should say, from Grushnok that gives a 50% mana star to all Orcs with the Orc Lord final trait. It also is good if you put this in the last slot. If you put it in the last slot, it gives a little bit more stats, I should say, with the general trait. 3 to all skills if in the last position. You can cast this troop, but majority of the times you don't want to cast it, right? Because it has the Twar spell, in which it will deal true damage to all allies. It's one of the most disgusting spells I've ever seen. Why are you doing true damage to me, man? Come on. Don't make any sense, right? It also creates the red gems and brown gems boosted by orc allies and summons the orc troops. So, it has a backup summoning ability just in case you lose a troop. But, you know what I mean? I don't want to be taking damage, man. I don't want to be taking damage. What if I have only 1 HP left and I cast this? I kill my entire team. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. And then we have First Mate Axe Lover right here on this team. This is the empowered troop to give us a really fast start, converting blue gems to red, inflicting bleed on the strongest enemy. So let's see how this team actually works out before and see how it rolls, man. So the banner we're using here is the Volcanic banner from the Fire Rift faction. This is a +2 on red, +1 on brown. They're a minusing blue because obviously we convert that away with our first mate. Let's hop into this fight, man. Elementalist is the class. Let go. 3 trophy fight in Central Spire. Right, so first assignment on this one, cast first mate to get the alignment. And once you get that alignment, you want to cast a 1 to get your troops spell ready. Right, so you got your troops spell ready right there. Take all the 4+ gem matches off the board. Follow up with the true damage. All right, picked up 1 kill, not the best, but we'll take 1 over nothing. And if you want, you can go ahead and cast the troop at the back right here, Garnock. But no, I'm gonna cast first mate again to get more mana to my troops. Just match some gems here, and now we go for another true damage poke and see if we can kill him. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It works nicely in Central Spire, but the main reason I made this team is for a orc restriction. So if an orc restriction pops up in PvP, this is the team that you can use with this new Immortal troop. And I think the orc restriction is usually over on in the Kingdom of Broken Lands, in the area, I should say, the PvP restriction of Broken Lands. That's where it usually occurs. But yeah, hopefully you can try it out. Let's try it once again, see how this works out. We're going up against a Diamantina team here, which can be problematic because they have a lot of options available to them in cleansing and heavy true damage and a bunch of stuff. But let's see how this works. Oh, we got a nice little cascade there. That's good. That's good. We always want to see that. You know what I mean? All right, let's go for the true damage poke. See if we can pick up a kill. But before, let's entangle these suckers as much as possible and see how that works out. Now, let's go ahead and Get the true damage going. So it didn't kill, but now we can follow up and cast the 1. We got to enrage on the first mate Axe Lubber. What a board. They cleanse all. Oh, the Beatrix. I forgot they had Beatrix. I forgot they had Beatrix over there. This is going to be a problematic fight. All right, let's cast first mate. Get some troop spell ready here. And now can we go for the kill? We're going to come close. Might not kill, but we're going to come close. There we go. Leprechaun for explosions. And we are in rage. That's nice to see. Can we get a skull we can make use of it? We got a nice little skull. We're in rage. Should be able to whack him here. Beatrix could kill out my team, you know. Watch this. Watch Beatrix completely annihilate me. That would be so sad. That would be so sad. All right, we're ready to go here. Hopefully we kill. There we go. We killed him. We killed him. We lost the troop. We still got the win because the team works. And I could get a resummon if I wanted to, but I didn't want to cast that orc troop at the back. So yeah, man, that is the team right there for the second team, I should say, for Angrock. Up front, we have the Wonder Stars, followed by Immortal Angrock. Then first mate Axe Lubber right there, and then Garnock at the back of the team. Hopefully, guys and gals found this video helpful and informative. If you did, remember to hit the like button, comment to let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next one. Peace.